Hi everybody, it is Q&A Wednesday. Yes, I'm back this week. Last week was a little crazy. It's also a huge transition right now because of course, it's just that time of year where my schedule's all over the place. So I'm very aware there's another Facebook Live event going on right now that's important to a lot of people that might be hopping on. So I'm keeping that in mind. That's just life. And so watch that, watch this. They're both important. That's okay. But a couple of things. I'm super excited this week. It's, first of all, by the way, it's my birthday month, let it rain. I just celebrate all month long because why not? It's kind of a dreary month, January. So I like to do lots of fun things for myself. So I'm celebrating all the way around. But also some great things, some great challenges going on. Like I said, I don't promote stuff unless I fully believe in it. And there's a really fun V-Slim challenge going on with some supplements that are just excellent. I'm not going to lie. I started into it because I really liked the product and I liked what it did for me, and then just decided to go full blast. So for those of you that have been checking into the samples that I've posted about on the V-Slim, I'm working on getting those out. If I don't have your address, I'm just going to mail them because it's so much easier than trying to catch up with everybody. Not that I don't love you. It's just really hard to catch people. But if you're interested in trying them, we're also doing a guest event here in the Tri-City area here on Saturday at 2 p.m. You can message me and I'll give you some more information on that. So that is coming up. Also, lots of information tonight. I promise, get to the topic, which is about gym etiquette, because I have an extreme opinion on that. But if you know anyone, you're probably tired of seeing my bedroom in the background. I am totally interested in building kind of a little set for this. If you know anybody who's good at that kind of thing, I would be interested in talking to them because that is not my gig. I do my best, but you're catching me in my bedroom. I'm obviously experimenting with some lighting. So here we go, guys. Okay, so let's talk about gym etiquette. This is such an interesting time of year. The gyms get flooded with newbies. And here's the deal. I see all these things saying, you really shouldn't be mean to the newbies. I'm not even trying to be mean to the people that are new to the gym. I'm excited that they're there. I'm thrilled. I'm supportive. My issue comes down to the situation where they're not educating themselves on how to behave in a gym. That's where I have the problem. So, if you are new to the gym, if you are just getting back to the gym, it's been a little while, or it's always good to refresh yourself, but there are there's a few unwritten rules, and then of course you're going to follow the rules that your personal gym has, and those can change, right? Sometimes those are don't use chalk, do use chalk, don't climb on the whatever. I happen to climb on the furniture, the equipment, because I'm so short, and some gyms really frown upon that. So then build them for women. Okay, build them in women's size. So let's just really quick talk about gym etiquette. Just a few of things. Some of it just makes such common sense that I don't understand why people can't figure it out. And the first and foremost, put your stuff away. Like, if you get it out, I don't understand why your mother does not work there. She shouldn't be cleaning up after you anyway. Put it away. I go to a piece of equipment. Somebody's left a bench press fully loaded with, a couple of 45s on each side. Now, I can handle that, but those cute little 100-pound girls that are working at the front desk cannot put your stuff away. Well, they shouldn't be, but, that's ridiculous. You get someone who can't lift that kind of a weight, maybe they're elderly, or why should they have to put stuff away after you? If you got it out, be a human being and put your crap away. It's not that difficult. Clean up after yourself. Most of us are adults. Some of us don't behave like it, but if you get it out, put it away. Number two, and this goes a couple of different directions, okay? Please look and smell appropriate at the gym. And we're gonna talk about acting appropriate as well. But when I walk in and some chick has doused herself with 4 pounds of perfume, a lot of people have allergies and can't handle that. That is not the best option. And of course, if you know me, I'm just gonna tell you like it is. The gym is not a dating site. It is not to go fully make-upped and fully smelling like crazy to pick up a guy. There's bars for that, right? It's okay to meet new people and make friends. And if you want to do something after that, that's fine. But get out of my way, get off my equipment, and go somewhere else. It's not a place to socialize, at least not to the extent that I see. It just really bothers me for some strange reason. Also, don't intimidate everybody by wearing absolutely nothing. There are gyms for that. And again, you guys, that's why Planet Fitness exists, is because some people are really tired of skinny minis wearing absolutely nothing because, ooh, I'm cute, and a full face of makeup. It's ridiculous. That's not why when I go to the gym, I am not there. Yeah, I might make friends, but I'm not there for that. I am there to get my workout done and get out. So nor do I walk in there in a bikini. That's not what it's for. And you know what? And look clean. There's no reason why, if you did not take your clothes out of your gym bag, and wash them in between going to the gym, please don't put them on. I don't want to smell you. It's not appropriate. For some odd reason, there are a few grown-ups that have not realized that deodorant is appropriate. I get it. Sometimes it smells like a locker room. But you know what? You wouldn't want to walk into that. Let's deal with what's going on. Let's make it appropriate for everybody. We don't want to smell the perfume, nor do we want to smell BO. Okay. That being said, back to clean up after yourselves. If you've just sweated all over the equipment, can you please wipe it down? Right? That should not be my job to have to clean up after you, because now you've left your DNA all over the place. It's not that difficult. Every gym provides a way to clean up the equipment after you're done. Take care of it. I do know a few people who are a little bit germaphobe, and they will clean before they get on it. But you know what? I wipe down. I even teach my clients. That is one of the first things I teach them is when we are done with the equipment, we are going to walk over and we are going to grab the cleaning options, right? So that's appropriate. Act appropriately. Again, there is a reason why Planet Fitness has a lunk alarm. It's because some people think that it's okay to drop the equipment, grunt. Now, I get it. Like, there are times where I'm really pushing it and I might even drop a swear word or two. But, to scare people, I've known people to literally yell while they're lifting. And I don't get that one. I'm like, how does that help give you power? But it scares the crap out of people. So don't do that. And also, guys, girls get away with this more than guys, even though I still think it's stupid. Don't stare. I don't, you can stare at me all you want. I really don't care at this point. I've been doing this long enough. I just don't care. But you know what? It makes a lot of people uncomfortable. It makes you look creepy. Don't do it, right? It's okay to kind of look around and wow, there's people there. That's cool. Oh, that's a really great workout. Oh, she has short shorts on. Okay, now we're all creeped out, right? Even if you're not staring at us, we're still creeped out. So, just behave yourself. It's not a big deal to act appropriately, right? We talked about wiping down the equipment. Don't hog the equipment, okay? Here's where my biggest issue comes in. I go into a busy gym. It's fine, right? I get it. We're going to be busy. I might have to make some changes just because some of the equipment that I need for my clients is being used. But if you're sitting there and you've just written 3 texts, talked to your mother, and ordered on eBay, I'm a little irritated with you because I have a certain amount of time to either train my client or to work out myself. You're wasting everybody's time. So again, I'm not really irritated with new people. I'm irritated with people who have no common sense and no respect for other people that have been going to the gym year round. And now that you've decided for the next 6 weeks, you're actually going to do something and then we're never going to see you again. That I have a problem with. You've got to, keep that into perspective that other people need to use the equipment. So, someone who takes up the squat rack for 45 minutes and is obviously not squatting for 45 minutes, you and I need to have a talk, right? I just think it's rude. Yeah, it's just not appropriate. Use the appropriate space, okay? If you are doing things right in front of the weight rack or the dumbbell rack, in front of the free weights, right in front of the mirror, you walk in front of me to do your workout while I'm trying to see what I'm doing and look at my form. Yeah, that's just inappropriate. Come on, guys. Go to a different space. Don't be warming up on my benches. Don't be, there's appropriate space for each type of thing that you're doing. Go do it there. Not only that, please stay out of my bubble, right? I don't want you to touch me while I'm trying to do whatever it is, exercise that I'm doing at the moment. So, it's not appropriate. I don't care how much you love to look at yourself. Don't get in front of the mirror and pose and flex when I'm behind you trying to see if my form's correct. Okay. It's just flat out rude. Don't give unwanted advice. Now, I kind of have a couple of directions on this one, primarily because it's really hard for me to watch people do stuff and they obviously don't know what they're doing, even if they think they do. You realize 80% of the people that go to the gym don't have any formal training as to what exactly they're doing, whether it's paying a trainer, and I'm not going to lie, not every trainer knows what the hell they're doing either. So, or most people get their information either from magazines or YouTube, which, oh, lordy. No, don't let me get started on that as to whether or not people on social media actually know what the hell they're doing. But, use the appropriate space, use the equipment that's supposed to be used for that, do the workouts correctly. And if you don't know, educate yourself, right? It's not that difficult. But don't walk over to somebody who obviously doesn't want to talk to you and give unwanted advice. Now, I will sometimes, if I really feel like somebody's going to hurt themselves, I will stop them. But for the most part, if all I did was walk around and tell people you're doing this wrong, that's all I would do. Cause there's a lot. No offense, guys. I know you think it's cool to put up as much weight as humanly possible, but half the time you're not even working what you think you are. I see a lot of guys bench press and I'm like, dude, you're doing all delt. Whatever. If you want to really build delt that way, I guess that's cool. But again, I don't want you to come talk to me, especially if you think you know more than I do. You have no idea I'm a trainer, right? You're going to tell me what to do. Sometimes it's just not appropriate for you to give unwanted advice. So, like I said, I don't tend to give any advice unless I think people are going to hurt themselves. And it's really funny. It's kind of funny to watch a 5'2" blonde walk up to a big guy. He's just going to think I'm nuts, right? So I don't do that. Use the equipment correctly. So I know I'm jumping around just a little bit. If you don't know how to use a piece of equipment, there are ways to find out. If you're looking at machines, obviously most of them actually have a picture. They have descriptions. You can look online. Now, again, don't just go to any social media site and think that people that are showing activity know what they're doing. Go to something reputable. Go to bodybuilding.com. Go to something that actually has some science behind it, has some educated experts at it so that they know what they're doing. When I follow people on social media, especially YouTube, I won't just follow anybody because, again, there's so much garbage. And I've seen really great exercises going, well, that looks cool. And I go try to replicate it. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell they're getting out of it because I don't feel nothing. Like, this is just stupid. I only will follow people, like especially on YouTube, ideas, things like that, who are not necessarily just reputable, but I want to know that they have some sort of education behind it. Do they have a degree? Do they, have they been really well known as a trainer in their field? Can they tell me the science behind what they're doing? There's a couple of really great trainers who, there's one who will actually draw on his body with whiteboard markers in the direction of the fibers of the muscle, so you can see as he moves how the muscle contracts and expands. So, get your advice from people who know what they're talking about. Kind of back to the don't give unwanted advice. And if you're not sure, if you really don't have any idea whether or not you are doing things correctly, pay a trainer, pay a professional, find a lifting buddy who has had a lot of experience in it so that you can learn the correct way. It is really easy to hurt yourself if you are just being haphazard, if you don't really know what you're doing. My first goal is when I train people, the first few sessions, whether or not they've had a lot of experience, my goal is to make sure that they know what they're doing and teach them where they should feel it. I always say when you walk out of here, you should know in this particular exercise exactly where you should feel it. And if you're feeling it not in that location or not correctly, you're doing something that's not working. We need to fix that, right? It can look great, but if you're not building the right thing, or if you injure yourself, then it wasn't really worth it, was it? Again, follow your gym rules. Most of these are kind of unspoken gym etiquette rules. And like I said, common sense. I don't get it, but apparently we got to talk about it. But every gym has some very specific rules that they would like you to follow. Like I said, some gyms allow chalk, some don't. If the gym has powerlifting equipment and, I can't even think what it's called. The padding, for powerlifting, they may allow you to drop the equipment, but not every piece of equipment, not every barbell, dumbbell, whatever is built to be dropped. And that's how they break. Treat the equipment, guys. I get it. It's kind of a rental. When somebody rents a house, if they have no investment in it, except for they pay a monthly rent, they don't tend to take care of it as well. A gym's kind of the same way. However, when you don't take care of the equipment, that's why the cost of going to the gym or the membership actually goes up, because they have to fix the equipment, especially when we're not taking care of it. So just don't be dumb. Like there's just not that hard. But do follow your gym rules. If you don't know what they are, ask. Right? Every gym will tell you exactly what they feel is important. And if you're not happy with those rules, pick a different gym. That's flat out. That's all there is. You don't own it. So pick a different gym. Couple other things. If you are there to work out, stop talking. One of the craziest things when I'm there, I actually picked a gym for a while, I have memberships at multiple gyms, honestly, because it depends on what I'm doing, what I'm working, where I'm at for the day. And I picked a gym because I wanted people to not talk to me. When I get there, I literally have a specific amount of time. I need to be in, out, and get gone. Unfortunately, that no longer works because too many people know who I am. But, I don't want to have a major conversation. I love people and I'd love to give advice, but not in the middle of my workout. Kind of take clues. If people have headphones in and they really look like they're intent on what they're doing, don't stop and ask them questions or talk to them. Either wait till they're completely finished, maybe wait till they get eye contact and kind of look like maybe they're okay to take off their headphones and talk to you. But for the most part, you shouldn't even be talking. Do not spend 2 hours at the gym. You're not being efficient. Get in, get done, get out. The last one is, don't be appropriate. Again, I know I keep making fun of Planet Fitness, and honestly, I don't have a problem with their idea of it's a great place for people to not be intimidated. My problem comes with the gimmicks, and we're not even going to cover that today, but I have a major problem with that. But that being said, there are certain things that are just silly. I covered this earlier. You don't have to scream, yell, grunt, act like a caveman, whatever. There are times where it's appropriate to make noise. Even Venus and Serena Williams, when they hit that tennis ball, you can hear the power in their voice as they go. But for the most part, it just scares people, right? Please stop standing in front of the mirror, sticking your hiney out, taking a picture and a selfie. You just look ridiculous. I don't care if you're trying to grab attention. I just really find it rude and ridiculous. Like, it just, do not, there's other ways to get better, more respectful attention than that. And again, don't drop weights. Take care of the gym equipment. It's there so that we have the ability to use multiple pieces of equipment without having to invest in those by ourselves in our home. That's why I have no desire to run a gym. That is not my goal. My goal literally is to help everybody be very healthy and have a lifestyle of health and success. So that is why I do what I do. So for those of you who are just hopping on, couple things. I know that my schedule has gotten a little weird because it is New Year's. I have a lot of new clients. We're trying to really work with the schedule. A lot of professionals that need evenings. So tonight, the 6 p.m. time for our Q&A Wednesday worked. Don't know if it'll work next week. So we're going to kind of be navigating that just a little bit here in the next couple of weeks. I should also be doing a Facebook Live real life edition tomorrow night. I'll let you know for sure. Like I said, I'm just really got some scheduling issues that I'm trying to work with, but we're working on it. So, and for those of you that are doing the V-Slim Challenge, that does start Monday the 15th. I will be posting a little more information about that so that you can hop on and know what the rules and the guidelines are for that. I mean, who doesn't want to win stuff like an Apple Watch? And I mean, if it motivates you, it's worth it, right? I love challenges because it keeps me on task. It keeps me from going too far, doing too many, justifications. Yeah, really easy to start eating M&Ms, right? So be watching for that. Otherwise, make sure that you leave any questions or comments below. I do get my best ideas from you guys, so I love to hear from you. You may also email me at melissa@fillmorefitness.com. And we've got some great things coming up. This is going to be an incredible year, guys. I'm pretty stoked to see what happens. So have an incredible evening, and I will be talking to you all soon. Have a good one.